Ethan Harrington was a man who had it all: wealth, power, and an empire of luxury hotels that spanned the globe. In his early 30s, Ethan was one of the most eligible bachelors in the world, but despite his success, something was missing. He was tired of the superficial relationships and the constant attention his wealth attracted. He longed for something real, something genuine, a connection that wasn't influenced by his money or status. His desire for authenticity led him to hatch a plan, one that would allow him to experience life from a different perspective and, perhaps, find the love he so deeply craved. Ethan decided to go undercover, to live and work as an ordinary employee in one of his own hotels, far from the glitz and glamour of his usual life. He chose a modest but charming hotel in a small coastal town, a place where he could blend in and observe the world without the trappings of his wealth. He cut his hair, dressed in simple clothes, and introduced himself as Ethan Brooks, a man down on his luck and looking for a fresh start. With his new identity in place, he applied for a job as a maintenance worker at the hotel, a position that would keep him out of the spotlight and allow him to see the inner workings of his business from the ground up. The hotel was a far cry from the five-star luxury he was used to, but Ethan quickly adapted to his new role. He spent his days fixing leaky faucets, repainting walls, and tending to the gardens, all the while getting to know the staff and guests. Among them was a young woman named Lily, who worked at the front desk. Lily was kind, hardworking, and full of life, a stark contrast to the people Ethan was used to encountering in his world of wealth and privilege. She treated everyone with the same warmth and respect, regardless of their status, and Ethan found himself drawn to her. Lily had grown up in the town and had been working at the hotel for several years. She loved her job and took pride in making guests feel welcome, but she had dreams of opening her own bed and breakfast one day. She was saving every penny she earned to make that dream a reality. Despite the challenges she faced, Lily was always optimistic, finding joy in the little things and never letting the hardships of life dampen her spirit. As Ethan spent more time with her, he admired her resilience and positivity. They began to develop a close friendship, sharing lunch breaks, chatting about their lives, and eventually confiding in each other about their hopes and dreams. Ethan found himself falling for Lily, but he was torn. He knew that his secret, his true identity as a millionaire, could change everything. He feared that revealing the truth would ruin the genuine connection they had built, and he didn't want Lily to see him differently. So, he kept his secret, choosing instead to enjoy the simple, honest moments they shared. Over time, their friendship deepened into something more. There was a spark between them, an undeniable chemistry that neither could ignore. But just as their relationship began to blossom, Ethan's secret was threatened. One day, the hotel's general manager received word that the company's CEO, the elusive Ethan Harrington, would be visiting the property for an inspection. The staff was abuzz with excitement and anxiety, unaware that the man they were so eager to impress was already among them. Ethan knew he couldn't keep up the charade much longer, but he wasn't ready to reveal the truth, especially not to Lily. As the day of the inspection approached, Ethan wrestled with his conscience. He didn't want to deceive Lily, but he also couldn't bear the thought of losing her. On the morning of the inspection, the hotel staff was in a frenzy, preparing for the arrival of their CEO. Ethan tried to stay out of sight, but it wasn't long before his cover was blown. A senior executive from the corporate office recognized him, and the truth came out. The staff was shocked to learn that the humble maintenance worker they had come to know was actually the owner of the entire hotel chain. Lily was stunned and hurt by the revelation, feeling betrayed that Ethan had lied to her. She couldn't understand why he hadn't been honest from the start, and she distanced herself from him, unsure of how to process her feelings. Ethan was devastated. He had risked everything to find something real, and now it seemed he had lost the one thing he truly cared about. Determined not to give up, he sought out Lily, desperate to explain himself. He found her on the beach, staring out at the ocean, her expression a mix of sadness and confusion. Taking a deep breath, Ethan approached her, his heart pounding in his chest. "Lily," he began, his voice soft and filled with regret, "I never meant to hurt you. I know I should have been honest with you from the start, but I was afraid. I've spent my whole life surrounded by people who only care about my money, my status. I wanted to know what it felt like to be just a regular guy, to be liked for who I am, not what I have. Lily listened, her eyes searching his face for sincerity. But why didn't you trust me? She asked, her voice tinged with hurt. Didn't you think I would have cared about you, no matter who you were? Ethan sighed, running a hand through his hair. It wasn't about not trusting you, Lily. It was about not trusting myself. I've been so used to people using me that I didn't know how to open up, how to let someone in. But I realize now that I was wrong. I should have trusted you, because you're the most genuine person I've ever met. I've fallen in love with you, Lily, and I don't want to lose you. Lily's heart softened at his words. She could see the sincerity in his eyes, the vulnerability he had tried so hard to hide. Ethan, she said quietly, I've fallen for you too. But this isn't just about your secret. It's about trust, and that's something we'll have to rebuild. Ethan nodded, understanding the gravity of her words. I'm willing to do whatever it takes, Lily. I don't care about the money or the business. I care about you, and I want to be with you, if you'll have me. Lily looked at him for a long moment before finally nodding. We can try, she said, her voice filled with hope, but it's going to take time. With a smile of relief, Ethan took her hand, grateful for a second chance. They decided to take things slowly, rebuilding their relationship on a foundation of honesty and trust. Over the next few months, Ethan worked hard to prove to Lily that his feelings were genuine. He continued to live a simpler life, spending most of his time at the hotel, working alongside the staff and getting to know the community. He supported Lily's dream of opening her own bed and breakfast, helping her find the perfect location and offering his business expertise when she needed it. As they navigated the ups and downs of their relationship, Ethan and Lily grew closer, their bond stronger than ever. They learned to communicate openly, to trust each other completely, and to cherish the love they had found. In the end, Lily opened her bed and breakfast, a quaint and charming place that quickly became a favorite among travelers. Ethan, now free from the burden of hiding his identity, found joy in the simple pleasures of life and in the love he shared with Lily. Their story became one of true love, built not on wealth or status, but on honesty, trust, and the understanding that real happiness comes from being with someone who loves you for who you are. Together, they created a life filled with love, laughter, and the knowledge that they had found something rare and beautiful, a love that was real and lasting. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. Your participation is essential so that we can continue to bring you more incredible stories. Share it with your friends to help our channel grow. Thanks for watching and see you next time.